Before starting the session, I want to apologize. A little bit late. There is some miscommunication happened between me and Ravi. I was waiting for a presentation to make him as a presenter. Okay. If you guys can hear me, please type in yes in the chat window. Mr. Thomas, can you hear me? Stanley, SRKK, Srini, Mukhtar, Harun, Hari, Ganesh, Mr. Eric, Elam, Chidam, Brain, Ami, and Aisha. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. So before starting today's session, let me give a brief introduction about myself. So my name is Ilyas. So I did master's degree in computer applications. I started my career as a Java developer in 1998. After working in 3 years in Java, I switched to SAP. In SAP, as a ABAPer in SD, MM, FI modules. From 2003 onwards, I am working as a BW consultant. So in BW, I started working in 2.0B versions, then 3.x versions like 3.0B, 3.1, 3.5, then 7.x versions, 7.0, 7.3, and my current project with BW 7.4 with SAP BOBJ and SAP HANA. So total I have 10 plus years of experience in SAP BW and total 14 years of experience in SAP. When SAP acquired the business objects in 2008, then onwards SAP has given tighter integration with BW and whatever the products released by SAP after 2008, for example like SAP HANA. So on top of SAP HANA, only certified reporting tools are BOBJ. Like this, SAP has given tighter integration with business objects. So all the consultants who are working in BW, they upgraded themselves to SAP BOBJ. So I am also one of the person. I upgraded my skills from BW to SAP BOBJ. So I have total 7 plus years of experience in BOBJ. Again in BOBJ, BOBI, BODS and BOPC. So BOBI is a reporting side, BODS ETL side, and SAP BOPC, which is an EPM tool. Now my specialization in SAP BO is BOBI with HANA, BOBI with BW, and BOBI with non-SAP source systems. Report development using web intelligence, XI. I started working with XI 3.0 versions, 3.1 and current version BA 4.0 and BA 4.1. Crystal reports, dashboard report development, Business Object Explorer, SAP Business Object Design Studio, which is a new tool given by SAP in BA 4.1 for BI Mobile. Then since last 3 years, I am working as a SAP HANA consultant with SAP BOBI and with BW. So in SAP HANA, I work with various support packs, including the latest one, support pack 7. So I am a certified SAP HANA consultant. And my specialization in SAP HANA, BODS and with SAP HANA, SLT and modeling. And one of my core expertise is reporting with HANA. So for reporting, in my projects, I used BOBA 4.0 and 4.1 and new reporting tools like predictive analysis, R integration. These are my other specialization with SAP HANA as far as the reporting is concerned. So in big data, my experience includes not only in SAP HANA, Hadoop also, Hadoop with SAP HANA, Hadoop with SAP BA. So this is my my functional experience with SAP BW. I'm a techno-functional consultant. So I worked with finance reporting, accounts payable, account receivable, general ledger, okay, asset accounting, and controlling, sales and distribution, material management, HR, CRM, okay, other functional. So I have been teaching SAP in North America since last 11 years. So this is my experience in different areas of SAP. So SAP ABAP for 9 years in teaching as well as in projects. So these are the BW versions, total 11 years. BW with CRM, 6 years. BW with SAP HANA. So BOBA, 8 years. SAP BOBA with SAP HANA. So SAP HANA in various versions. So these are my certifications. Okay, I have certifications in BW, SAP HANA, and I'm a freelancer and a contractor. I have my own consulting firm. So these are my clients I work for in North America, in US and Canada. Okay, before starting today's session, today's session is categorized into three areas. First one is course roadmap. So what is a course roadmap? The purpose of course roadmap is, after completing this course roadmap, you will have an idea what are the tools we are covering in this course, how long we are spending on each and every tool, and what type of source systems using which we are teaching these tools, so that okay, you will get an expectations. What are how far we are reaching your expectations, and what are the different tools with the various source systems we are covering. After completing the course roadmap, I will give you the brief product overview for SAP BOBJ. SAP BOBJ. Then later on, we'll spend significant amount of time in the questionnaires. So this is SAP BOBJ 4.1 with SAP HANA as well as with SAP BW 7.4 as a source. So this is a course roadmap. Then this is our product overview. So what is BOBJ? What is the history of the business objects? Why SAP acquired the business objects? How the tools under business objects are classified? Now, first of all, in order to understand this course roadmap, why we designed this course roadmap like this, you need to have some understanding of what is business objects. Well, Business Object is a French-based company established in 1990. They deal with all BI tools. BI means business intelligence, reporting tools. But in 2008, SAP acquired this product. In 2008, SAP acquired this company. After acquisition, SAP released Business Objects platform, SAP Business Objects, BOBJ. So whenever you are referring BOBJ, you have to be very clear. So which category of tool you are referring under BOBJ, because BOBJ is a platform, it's not a tool. BOBJ is not a tool, it's a platform. BOBJ is a platform. Under BOBJ, SAP categorized different tools. SAP categorized different types of tools. First one is SAP Business Objects. SAP Business Objects BI. BI means business intelligence, reporting tools. Business Objects, reporting tools. SAP BOBJ. Current version is 4.1, which is the latest one. Now, what is the purpose of these tools? Whenever a client wants to generate the reports for the decision making, the reports on historical data, the reports on real-time data, the reports with the combination of historical and real-time data also, we can use these reporting tools on top of any source systems for the reporting. Second, under BOBJ, SAP has given one more tool, SAP BODS. The current version is 4.2. Business Object Data Services. What is Business Object Data Services? It's an EAM tool. EAM stands for Enterprise Information Management. So what is EAM tool is, this tool can be used as a data migration tool in any data migration project. Data migration tool in any data migration project while a client is using a legacy application, a mainframe. One fine day, they decided to implement a ERP. That can be SAP ERP, PeopleSoft ERP, JD Edwards, Oracle ERP. Now they want to migrate the data from the legacy application to their ERP system or any other system. we can use this tool to migrate the data from one system to another system. And besides this data migration, this tool supports all ETL capabilities. This tool is also an ETL tool. Extract, transform, and load. This tool provides all the facility to transform the data, to massage the data, to cleanse the data, to load the data to your target system. The target system can be a data warehousing application. It can be any other system. So this tool we can use as a data migration tool and an ETL tool like Informatica data stage in any data warehousing project. And the third category under this BOBJ is SAP BOPC, Business Objects Planning and Consolidation. This is an EPM tool, Enterprise Performance Management tool. So what exactly the tool does? Using this tool, we can plan expense planning, revenue planning, budgeting for a company, and we can achieve all our business requirements of consolidation, for legal consolidation. So this tool we can use for planning purpose. Again, in planning, it supports revenue planning, expense planning, budgeting, as well as complete legal consolidation. The current version is 10. We have two versions in SAP BOPC. One is NetWeaver version, in which BW is the backend, and one is Microsoft version. In Microsoft version, Microsoft SQL Server is a backend. Okay. Now our course, if you look at our course, SAP BOBI means we are not covering all the tools under business objects platform. So we are covering this part. In this course, we are learning SAP BOBI, reporting tools of business objects, not ETL tools, not BOPC, not consolidation, EPM tools. Well, I will give a little bit introduction to ETL, and I will show you a couple of scenarios as a part of this course. That's possible. But BODS itself is a separate course, 40 hours course, where all the concepts of BODS, ETL concept, transformations will be covered. So you need to have a clear understanding. What is BOBJ? First of all, BOBJ is a business object. What is a business object? It's a French-based company established in 1990. In 2008, SAP acquired this business objects. From then onwards, it's SAP BOBJ. What is SAP BOBJ? SAP BOBJ is a platform. Under SAP BOBJ, we have different categories of tools. Business Objects Reporting Tool, Business Objects ETL Tool, Business Objects EPM Tool, Enterprise Performance Management Tool. So this course is SAP BOBI. Now, before, as if you go back to the history of business objects, see, the business object is established in 1990. Before acquisition in 2008, so when SAP acquired this business objects company in 2008. Before 2008, business objects reporting tools, reporting and ETL tools will be used with major clients for business objects is non-SAP customers. Non-SAP customer means the companies who are using roll-up applications, other databases for the reporting purpose. Because for SAP source system like SAP BW, which is a data warehousing product of SAP, okay, we have they have their own reporting tool, that is BEX, Business Explorer. That is the reason most of the clients with SAP BW will use BEX rather than business objects. Though business object is compatible with BW, so by default reporting tools comes along with BW. What is BW? We'll talk about the BW. So we have the BEX reporting. Once SAP acquired the business objects in 2008, what SAP did, what is the major enhancement is, from 2008 onwards, they are given tighter integration with SAP products also. From 2008, there are two types of customers for SAP. First one is SAP customers who are SAP customers? The customers who are using business objects with respect to the SAP source systems. What are the SAP source systems? SAP BW, because after acquisition, SAP has given tighter integration with BW. So tighter integration with BW. Okay, integration with other SAP products such as SAP HANA. On top, in fact, on top of SAP HANA, only certified reporting tools are BOBJ 4.0, SAP BOBJ 4.1, and other SAP ERPs like SAP ECC, SAP CRM. Okay, as of now, there are 20,000 customers, 20,000 companies who are using BW with BEX reporting. They are migrating towards BW with business objects reporting. Second option, all the clients who are using SAP HANA, on top of SAP HANA, only certified reporting tools are SAP HANA, only certified reporting tools are SAP BOBJ 4.0. SAP HANA is a high performance analytical appliance. It's a memory database. On top of SAP HANA, only certified reporting tools are SAP BOBJ 4.0 and 4.1. And well, business object is well established. Well, they have very good market share in non-SAP source systems also. Like if the client wants to use reporting on top of OLAP application, Teradata, Oracle, on top of PeopleSoft, other ERPs. Okay, so and all the clients who are starting new BW implementations, they are using business objects only for the reporting purpose. And especially, and in non-SAP side, almost 60,000 companies, 60,000, starting from Fortune companies and middle scale companies, small scale companies are using SAP BO for their reporting purpose. And in this area also, now there are so many clients who are using BW. They already have the BW system. They are migrating towards the business objects reporting. All new implementations are on top of BW. The clients are using only business objects. On top of SAP HANA, only certified reporting tools are SAP BOBI. So from after 2008 onwards, the consultants who are working with business objects, most of the source systems are non-SAP. But after 2008, if you go to a requirement of SAP BOBI, the client will ask, we need a SAP business objects consultant who can work with both the source systems, SAP source systems and non-SAP source systems. Now at this point of time, if you know how to work with using business objects with non-SAP source systems, the billing is very less. So with the 7 to 8 years of experience, you'll get only 70, 80, 85, that is the range in contract positions. So if you have non-SAP sources, you can work with the SAP source systems also. With the same profile, you can start with $120, $130 an hour. Because business objects, now the clients who are using SAP BW, SAP HANA also, they are implementing business objects with these source systems. Now, as of now, if you want very good contract, if you want to land up in a very good contract, if you are looking very good career prospects, learn the business objects in both the prospects. So you have to, you're supposed to know how to work with the business objects in both the prospects, in SAP source system as well as non-SAP source system. The reason is, for example, take a client, a utility client, Detroit Energy. They have different source systems in the landscape. They have SAP BW, they have PeopleSoft, they have other databases. In the landscape, they have SAP source system as well as non-SAP source system. Now they are using business objects as a common reporting platform. Means the client is using business objects reporting for with respect to SAP BW, PeopleSoft, as well as they have different source system in the landscape, but only one reporting tool they are using for the reporting purpose. That is called common reporting platform. So what is their common reporting platform? SAP BOBI. So in order to work in this type of projects, what type of source, what type of a resource the client required. So the client will expect from a resource, okay, who can work with this type of skill set. What type of skill set? A resource who can work with the SAP source systems as well as non-SAP source systems. Now, in this course, we will be covering SAP business objects with both the source systems, with SAP source systems as well as non-SAP. In SAP source systems, we will cover SAP BW, see, SAP BOBI with BW and HANA. SAP source systems as well as non-SAP source systems. In non-SAP source systems, we will take Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, other databases. Now, in order to learn SAP business objects with SAP source system prospects, what are the prerequisites? The prerequisite is basics of RDBMS and basics of SQL, structured query language, and some understanding of BW. What is BW? What are the objects in BW? What is a info cube? What is a BEX query? So up to what extent the BW knowledge you require, we'll give some recordings, okay, 2-3 recordings. You can go through those recordings. Up to what extent we require the knowledge of BW, okay, we will give those recordings. So once you completed those recordings, you can start working BW as a source also. So in those recordings, what is info cube, what is BEX query, what is the metadata in the BEX query, what is a multi-provider. So all these basic concepts will be included so that you can learn the business objects with SAP BW also as one of the source. So in this course, we are covering BW 7.4, which is the latest version, and HANA 1.0 with support pack 7. So that is the reason we designed this course, SAP BOBI with SAP source systems as well as non-SAP source system, by covering both. So why you have to learn the business objects in both the source system perspective? If you know business objects with only non-SAP source systems, there are very few jobs in the market. As of now, most of the clients asking, if you go to the DICE, by the end of this session, I will show you some of the job requirements, how a client is asking for the what type of skill set they are expecting from a resource in order to work in their projects. I will show you some of the job requirements. You will get clear idea. So why we designed this course like this. So in this, the main purpose of including BW 7.4 and HANA, because we will be covering SAP BOBI with SAP source system perspective as well as non-SAP source system perspective. So with this knowledge, you can easily understand what is a course roadmap. So these are course roadmap. In the course roadmap, we'll start with introduction to SAP BOBI. What is history of the business objects? What is the architecture of the business objects in XI 3.1, in BA 4.0, in BA 4.1? So what are the different categories of tools we have in SAP BOBI? What are data manager tools, designer tools, business user tools, okay, other basic information. After covering the introduction part, like some basics of data warehousing, we'll move on to designing the universe. In SAP BOBI, there is a concept of universe, which is very, very important. These are source systems, the various source systems in the client landscape. Before start report development, there is a concept of semantic layer in SAP BOBI. What is semantic layer is a universe. Instead of directly connecting from reporting tool to our source, first we will design a semantic layer, which is a universe. Then this universe is internally connected to the source. We will use this universe as a source in the report development. By using this universe, there are so many advantages. We can avoid direct interaction to the source from end users, from report developers. Okay, I cannot expect much technical expertise from the report developers, from the business users who are using these reporting tools. By using this semantic layer, the person who is designing this semantic layer, he is responsible for all technical complexities. In this way, we can avoid complete technical complexities from our business users and the report developers. We can make the data secure. There are so many advantages of using the semantic layer. So we'll see all those advantages in the course. So first, we'll start with designing the semantic layer. So there are so many requirements in SAP BOBI. So where the client exclusively look for BOBI consultants who can work with as a designer. So who is a designer? the consultant in BO team responsible for designing the universes. In order to design the universes, what are the tools you require? What are the tools knowledge we require? We require very good knowledge of databases, SQL, and you need to know two tools in SAP BOBI. What are the tools? Information design tool. Information design tool. So information design tool is a new tool given by SAP in SAP BOBA 4.0. Okay, and SAP strongly recommends to use this tool to design the universes. The reason is most of the new BA 4.0 reporting tools supports only universes which are designed in UDT. Now there are so many projects as of now in the market related to upgradation. Today only we placed one of our consultant in upgradation project. So what is upgradation project is, a client is using a old version of business objects like XIR2, XI 3.0, XI 3.1. They want to go for upgradation. In order to work in those upgradation projects also, if you have some knowledge about the UDT, Universe Designer tool, how the Universe Designer tool will work, because business objects BA 4.0 is new in the market. It's in the market since last 3 years only. If you want to claim some 5 years of experience, you cannot show your complete experience in BA 4.0. So whenever you are claiming some experience in XI 3.1, then you suppose know what is UDT, Universe Designer tool, how it works, and in order to work in upgradation project also. So in this course, we are covering complete upgradation, conversion complete, upgrading the upgrading previous version of CMS to BA 4.0 CMS, BA 4.1 CMS, conversion of all the objects. So we will be covering both the tools, information design tool, universe designer tool, to design the universes. Then not only every concept in both the tools, every concept how SAP enhanced in information design tool when comparing with universe designer tool, including conversion process. So once these are the subtopics in the universe, so building the universe structures, loops, designing very complex objects, resolving the SQL traps, resolving the fan traps, chasm traps, resolving the loops. Then we will design the universes based on SAP HANA also. For SAP HANA, for COPA scenarios, sales scenarios, procurement scenarios. From BA 4.0 onwards, we don't require universe on top of BW. So how to connect to BW using the BACS connection? As I explained, all the tools will be covered with SAP as well as non-SAP source systems. So SAP source systems will take two source systems. One is HANA, second one is BW, as well as non-SAP source systems, SQL. So approximately we'll spend 15 hours by learning this information design tool, universe designer tool, various concepts, how to design the complex universes also, including the upgradation and conversion. Okay, so let me show you the one of the upgradation document. Just I'm looking for a document. So this is a roadmap I prepared for one of my client. Complete upgradation from XI 3.1 to BA 4.0. So how the client will upgrade okay, their current systems to BA 4.0, what are the process required. So this is the roadmap I prepared for complete overall upgradation process. Prepare for upgrade, install BA 4.0, run upgrade manager tool, configure. So again, whenever we are doing for upgradation, in installation we have two approaches, side by side install. Then after upgradation, how to convert the universes from UNV to UNX, crystal reports, Voyager workspace. These are complete. What are the challenges we will face while doing the upgradation? How to run the upgrade manager tool. This complete overall upgradation document. So in order to work in an upgradation project also, if a client is upgrading from XI 3.1, XI 3.0 or XIR2, you need to have some understanding of the previous version of business objects. So by this tool, you will get the complete understanding. After completing the UDT, you will get the complete understanding of previous version of business objects. In previous version, how we will design the universes, how the report development. That knowledge is very helpful to work in upgradation projects as well as to show some of your experience in the previous version, because you cannot show more than 3 years of experience in SAP BOBJ. That is the purpose we are covering this tool as well. So don't think it's a wastage of time. Okay. So once we are done with the designing of the universes, for each and every class we will be having the projects, POC projects, end-to-end POC projects, case studies and assignments. Suppose now we are covering the loops. We have the assignments for loops, schism traps, creation of the classes and objects, okay, for index awareness, for aggregation of tables, for any concept, universe security. For every concept we will have the assignments, but after completion of, once we completed the complete universe, you have one end-to-end scenario, one end-to-end case study, one end-to-end POC project. We will take one finance scenario, sales scenario, inventory scenario. For that, you have to design the universe. So in the class, I will cover COPA scenario. In the class, I will cover one finance scenario, COPA scenario, cost profitability analysis. Now you have to design the universes for sales reports as well as procurement reports. So I will cover the COPA scenario. Then you have to work on these two scenarios as a homework. But the specifications will be provided. Once we are done with the SAP BO universe designing part using information design tool, using UDT, but our primary focus will be on IDT. Why we are learning UDT also? Because to learn the operation process, okay, you need to have some idea, some knowledge about the previous version of business objects. So once we are done with this, then we'll start report development. For report development, we have various tools. For ad hoc reporting, we have ERPElegance. Okay. For visualization, we have dashboard design. For highly format reports, we have crystal reports. First, we'll start with ERPElegance, or we will learn two tools parallelly. So in ERPElegance, we will be covering very complex level of web reports, like synchronizing the data from multiple sources. I will show you how to generate the finance reports from more than one source, from two universes. So understanding the web concept, designing the web documents, okay, these are the different concepts will be covered. And again, we will cover the web report development based on HANA universe. Here already we designed the HANA universe based on some scenarios. So we'll use that universe for reporting purpose here. At the same time, on top of SAP BW also using the PEX query as a source, because we already created the corresponding BACS connections here for BW. Once we completed the ERPElegance, we'll move on to crystal reports. So crystal reports, these are the topics will be covered. Again, the crystal reports will be covered with respect to SAP source systems and non-SAP. SAP source system, SAP HANA as a universe, because on top of HANA, 3 reporting tools require the universe. What are the 3 reporting tools that are required the universe on top of SAP HANA? These 3 reporting tools. Crystal reports for enterprise, dashboard design 4.0, ERPElegance. Other tools does not require universe on top of HANA. They can directly connect to SAP HANA information modules. Once we completed the crystal reports for enterprise, then we'll move on to dashboard design 4.0. So in dashboard design 4.0, we'll be covering static dashboards, dynamic dashboards, using all selectors and using other advanced concepts, semi-complex to complex dashboard reports. Again, you can see designing the dashboard report based on HANA universe. These three reporting tools require the universe on top of SAP HANA. Again, designing the dashboard reports based on SAP source systems and non-SAP. SAP, HANA, BW, non-SAP will take a SQL Server, Oracle, other databases. Once we completed these three reporting tools, which are main reporting tools in SAP BOBJ, there are other tools as well, like Business Objects Explorer, Business Objects Analysis, Business Objects Analysis, Business Objects Explorer. Then we have Live Office Reporting. Okay, we will cover some administrator tools like CMC. Okay, then transporting the object from one CMS to another CMS using LCM, Lifecycle Manager tool. So whatever the tools that are in BA 4.0, plus we'll cover the new tools in BA 4.1. So what is BA 4.1? BA 4.1 equivalent to SAP BOBI 4.0 plus some new tools. So what are the new tools given by SAP? These are the new tools. First one is SAP HANA Business Object Design Studio. This is the one. So what is Business Object Design Studio is? Business Object Design Studio to design BI mobile applications on top of BW, on top of SAP HANA. So we can design the dashboard reports, we can design analytical application to publish to mobile devices like your iPhones, iPads, desktop browser. I will show you how to publish the reports to iPhones, iPads also, BI mobile. Then SAP Lumira. So this is SAP Lumira. It's an ad hoc analysis tool for visualizations. Like this, we'll cover the advanced tools which are very high in demand. Business Object Design Studio is very high in demand. So in one of my clients in North Carolina, they are implementing Business Object Design Studio. They required Business Object Design Studio consultants. So the total duration course is 45 to 50 hours covering all these topics, plus we'll give 200 to 300 hours assignments, POC projects, and some of my implemented projects. Okay, you want to work on some implemented projects. I will give you the implemented projects. Depends upon your interest. So you are interested in finance. I have so many finance scenarios. You want to work on some sales scenarios, inventory reports. So I'll give the complete blueprints you can work on. So this is one of the Webby report for a manufacturing client. Order status tracking reports, customer backlog summary reports, third-party backlog summary reports. So complete end-to-end. The source is SAP HANA, the source is SAP BW for these projects. So you can simulate the similar type of business scenario. You can load the data in SAP HANA, and you can claim only these projects you worked on. See, I have sample reports also, sample report templates here. These are the Webby reports. So whatever the scenario, you require CRM scenario, you require sales scenario, inventory scenario. So this part we completed. Course roadmap. If you guys have any questions in the course roadmap, please raise your hand so that I can unmute for further discussion. Ayesha, Ami, Mr. Brian, Chidam, Eric, Hari, any one of you. If you have any questions in the roadmap, what we are covering in this course, if you have any questions, any concerns, please raise your hand for further discussions. So we have a raise hand option in the GoToWebinar. It means if you have any question, okay, you can indicate by raising your hand. Okay, then if you guys don't have any questions, I will move on to a product overview of SAP BOBJ. Okay, what is product overview is, in the product overview, I will quickly explain what is business objects, what is the brief history of the business objects, why SAP acquired the business objects, and okay. Well, if this is a weekday batch, daily couple of hours, daily hour and a half to 2 hours, it can take 5 weeks to complete. So weekly 10 hours means we can complete in 5 weeks. Weekly 9 to 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours means we can complete in 5 weeks. Okay. Okay. So once they introduced the BI tools, they start adding more options to make these tools more mature. In 1992, the slice and dice panel was introduced, allowing the user to add multiple sorts, breaks, filters, and calculation through an easy interface, as well as to pivot the data into cross-tab reports. Then in 1993, alerts were added to highlight the exceptions. In 1995, business query for Excel allowed user to launch the query directly from spreadsheets and analyzing the results in the spreadsheet. Basically, they added the support for Microsoft Office products. In 1996, business object was architected as 32-bit application. In 1996, they also added the support for other data warehousing products such as Hyperion Essbase, MetaCube, and Oracle Express. In 1997, they released Webby Thin Client. In 2000, they released InfoView, which is a business objects portal. In 2001, ITER was launched. Okay, in 2002, Webby 2.7 was launched. In 2003, business objects Webby 6.0 was released. In 2004, business object released 6.5 versions. So these are the versions of business objects. Very old versions are 5.x versions, 6.x versions, and XIR1. I will explain what is these XIR1, XIR2 all. XIR1, then XIR2, okay, XIR3. Again in XIR3 we have two versions, XI 3.0 and 3.1. Then XIR4 means BA 4.0. Okay, 4.0 and SAP BOBA 4.1. This is the latest one, current one and the latest one. Okay. Now, when SAP acquired the business object, the version of the business object is XIR2. Okay, in 2005, SAP Business Object, they released XIR1, XIR2, and 2008, Business Objects was acquired by SAP. Yes, we will let you know the timings, Eric. We'll let you know the timings very soon. Once we are done with the session, our course coordinator will let you know the timings. Yes, we will finalize. Now, in 2008, Business Object was acquired by SAP. Now, who is SAP? Why they acquired the Business Objects? What is the reason behind this acquisition? SAP is a German-based company. The main products of this company are ERP products. In 1973, this company is established in 1973. System applications and products in data processing, SAP AG. So the primary products of this company are ERP products. So they have SAP different ERPs like ECC, CRM, APO, SRM. They are different ERPs. They are very well established in ERP. In 1998, SAP they introduced their first data warehousing product, that is BW, SAP BW. SAP BW, Business Information Warehouse, is a mobile app application, multi-dimensional online analytical processing. In BW, we have the data warehousing workbench for modeling. Then it supports ETL. We can extract the data from different source systems as well as reporting. For reporting, the reporting tools comes along with SAP BW is BEX reporting. BEX stands for Business Explorer. So BEX stands for Business Explorer. Again, we have bunch of tools under BEX. Well, BEX are very good reporting tool, but what is the limitation of BEX is BEX can connect to only SAP BW, not any other source systems. BEX can connect to only SAP BW. Now, a client, they have different source system in the landscape. They have SAP BW, they have PeopleSoft, they have other source systems as well. And they want to use BEX as a common reporting platform. They cannot use because BEX can connect to only BW. BEX can connect to only BW. BEX cannot connect to your other data warehousing applications, other source systems. But unfortunate, SAP, they don't have any reporting tool that can be used as a common reporting platform by a client. So for this reason, SAP is losing so much of revenue. BEX is very good, but unfortunate, it cannot connect to other source systems. So BEX cannot be used as a common reporting platform. Cognos can be used as a common reporting platform. Cognos will connect to BW. Cognos will connect to other non-SAP source systems as well. But whereas the BEX cannot connect to other source systems. So with that intention, SAP was thinking like we need a common a reporting tool that can be used as a common reporting platform by the clients. So SAP started negotiating with the Business Objects, and IBM started negotiating with the Cognos. So Business Objects and Cognos, these two are well-established reporting tools in the market, though upper hand is Business Objects. So the deal was finalized for $6.1 billion, okay, in 2007 ending, and the deal they closed in 2008. From 2008, Business Object is a company under SAP roof. So one of the major acquisitions by SAP in 2008 is Business Objects. From 2008 onwards, it's SAP Business Objects. Once SAP released the Business Objects, they have given the platform. Under Business Objects, we have SAP BOBJ, SAP BODS, SAP BOPC. Very clear platform. Again, under SAP BOBJ, we have bunch of tools. Again, under SAP BOBJ, there are bunch of tools. That is the reason, though BOBJ falls under BOBJ platform, BOBJ itself is a platform. Because in Business Objects reporting also, we have different tools. Look at this. So we have tools to design the universe. So we have web intelligence, crystal reports, dashboard design, business object explorer, business objects analysis. Again, we have bunch of tools under BOBI. So that is the reason BOBI itself is a platform. BOBI itself is a platform. So when SAP acquired the business objects, what is the version of business object? XIR2. After acquisition, SAP released XIR3. Again in XIR3, 3.0, 3.1. Then in 2011, SAP released SAP BOBI 4.0. Now in SAP BOBI 4.0, what's new in BA 4.0? What's new in BA 4.0? In the latest BA 4.0, many changes have been made to the existing tools. What is SAP BOBI 4.0 is? So what are the tools we have in the previous version of the business object? What is the previous version? XI 3.1. The tools in XI 3.1, for all the tools, SAP enhanced so many new features. All the tools are enhanced with so many new options, with so many new features. Of course, there are some tools which are obsolete, like desktop intelligence, okay, performance manager enhancements. Plus some new tools has been added. Plus new tools. New tools like information design tool, crystal reports for enterprise, business objects analysis edition for Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, upgrade manager tool. In latest BA 4.0, many changes have been made to the existing tools and few new tools have been introduced. First of all, before going to BA 4.0, we will look into XI 3.1. What is XI 3.1? Again in XI 3.1, how the tools are, how SAP categorizes the tools under SAP BOBI XI 3.1. So the categorization is same in XI 3.1 and BA 4.0, but for most of the tools, SAP changed the nomenclature. See, these are same classification in BA 4.0 also, but you can see the significant nomenclature changes when comparing with XI 3.1 to BA 4.0. Okay. First, we'll see the classification of the tools under SAP BOBI under SAP BOBI XI 3.1. If you go back to this slide, though BOBI falls under business objects platform, BOBI itself is a platform. Why we will consider BOBI itself is a platform? Like business object data services, like BOPC, it's not a single tool. We have a bunch of reporting tools here for different needs of a customer, for different needs of a client. The tools under SAP BOBI has been classified as 4 main categories. What are those main categories, sir? First one is business user tools, designer tools, data manager tools, administrator tools. First, we'll start with business user tools. So what is a business user tool? First of all, who is a business user? This is some XYZ enterprise who is implementing business objects. Who is implementing business objects. In every enterprise, my friends, so we have the business users who require these reports and analysis for decision making. Like starting from CEOs, managing directors, sales managers, finance managers, marketing managers, inventory managers, supply chain managers. So at every stage, they require different, every business users require the reports for decision making, for planning, for forecasting, for trend analysis, to take some spontaneous decisions, reports on real-time data. Like this, different types of reports required for the business users. If you look at one of my just one of my project report, I will show you who required this report. Who are the business users for this report? because whenever we are developing a report, we are developing that report or analysis for only the business users for decision making. So a customer backlog summary report. So who are the business users who require this report is general managers, controllers, MOBA managers, sales managers, SBU managers, marketing managers, telemarketing managers. So these are the business users who require this report for the decision making. Okay, so whenever a client is implementing the business objects, what are the tools in business objects in SAP BOBI the business users can use for different business user activities? The business user activity can be viewing the reports on periodic basis, creating the small ad hoc reports. Okay, in order to perform different types of business user activities, what are the tools that can be used by a business user? Sorry my friends, I forgot to share my screen. Okay, look at this. So this is one of the project report. Okay, the customer backlog summary report. So who required this report is the business users. General managers, controllers, MOBA managers, sales managers, SBU managers. So these are the business users. So in every enterprise, whatever the reports we are developing using the business objects, BI reporting tools, by the end of the day, we need those reports for business users. So the business users will use these reports for decision making. Now, what are the business user tools? The business user tools under SAP BOBI are the tools that can be used by business users to perform various types of business user activities. The business user activities can be viewing the reports, scheduling the reports, generating ad hoc reports based on for spontaneous decision making, whatever the business user activity. So all the tools under BOBI that can be used by business users to perform various business user activities falls under business user tools. Among the business user tools, the first one is Business Objects Enterprise Info View. That is a nomenclature in XI 3.1. But in BA 4.0, we don't call it as Info View anymore. It's a BA Launchpad. So what is a BA Launchpad is? It's a business objects portal. Now I want to view the reports using a business objects portal. This is a BA Launchpad. So this BA Launchpad will connect to the business object server, CMS, and all the reports that are saved in CMS so we'll be covering BA Launchpad also in this course. So I'm a business user. Using BA Launchpad, I can view the reports, I can use my inbox. Every user will have a specific inbox. So these are web report. See, I can view the report. This is a crystal report, any type of report. I can use other reporting tools for ad hoc analysis. So business users can use this BA Launchpad to perform various types of business user activities. So we will be covering this also. The reason is not only business users. This BA Launchpad used by BO consultants, designers, different team members to perform various types of activities. So we can use the BA Launchpad for development activities, BA Launchpad for business user activities. Okay, we'll teach BA Launchpad in both the prospects, in development prospect as well as business user prospect. Why? As a business object consultant, you're supposed to know in business user prospect also, once the project is go live. So business object consultant role is you have to do some mentorship for the business user. You have to train them how to view the reports using the BA Launchpad. So in order to train the business users, okay, after go live, okay, then you're supposed to know how to use the business user tools first, so that you can provide the training to the business users. The next one is web intelligence. If you see, the interesting point here is web intelligence is a business user tool. At the same time, web intelligence is a designer tool also. So before going to business intelligence, web intelligence as a business user tool, we'll see what is a designer tool. What are the designer tools in a business objects, BOBI? Okay. Before starting the designer tool, in order to understand a designer tool, first of all, we need to have some knowledge about SAP, a report. So what is a report? Well, the report is a presentation of the data in a tabular format or in a visualization format to the business user, so that the business user can understand, can interpret the data for the decision making. Well, very good definition. But technically speaking, what is a report? Technically speaking, what is a report? This is a report. This can be a sales report or finance report or accounts payable report or general ledger report or balance sheet report. What exactly a report? Okay, it's a data, maybe in a tabular format, in a visualization format, in some other format, okay, so that the business user can easily understand and interpret the data for the decision making. But how we are getting this report? So technically, every report is a result of a query. Technically, every report is a result of a query. Whenever you require a report, first you have to design the query. Without query, you don't get any report. This is a source. On top of source, if you design the semantic layer, which is a universe. If you don't have semantic layer for the source, you from the designer tool will connect to the universe, or we directly connect to the source. We will design the query. I will give a simple example. Everyone can understand this example. This is an Oracle database. In this Oracle database, there is a table called employee. From employee table, I require some information. How I require some information is employee first name, employee last name, employee salary, other details of employee. In that case, how I'm going to get that? We don't have any magic stick on our hand, right? We have to write a SQL query. Select employee name, employee other fields from employee table. The result of this query is nothing but report. Now the question here is, are we going to write a complex select statements to design the reports, to write the queries here in designer tools? No. First of all, what is a designer tool is? Designer tool is a tool which facilitates designing the query using a graphical user interface, not by writing a complex select statements. What is a designer tool? Designer tool in SAP BOBI facilitates designing the query using a graphical user interface environment, using a user-friendly environment, not writing a complex queries. What is a designer tool? The designer tool in SAP BOBI facilitates designing the query as per your reporting requirement. Okay. So we have 5 main designer tools in SAP BOBI 4.0. 4.0 we have 5 main designer tools. First one is Web Intelligence. Web Intelligence is a designer tool. Why it's a designer tool and in which scenarios we'll use Web Intelligence? Web Intelligence is a designer tool, will be used whenever the client required ad hoc reports. We'll see what is ad hoc queries, ad hoc reports. Answer ad hoc questions and interact with the information. So whenever the client required ad hoc reports, we'll be using Web Intelligence. What is a Web Intelligence? Web Intelligence is a designer tool. Let me show you how Web Intelligence is a designer tool. This is a Web Intelligence. I am selecting the source. The source is a universe or other source. Now I selected the source as a universe, a semantic layer. See, this is called query panel. What is query panel? Because this is a designer tool. So all designer tool facilitates designing the query using graphical user interface environment. Now I am designing the query. Query panel, design the query. So I required a small ad hoc report. In which year, in which state, how much sales revenue we generated, what is the quantity sold. So once you design the query using graphical user interface, behind the scene, the system will generate the SQL. See, I did not generate this SQL behind the scene. Just I designed the query using a graphical user interface environment. Run the query. The result of the query is a report. So what is a designer tool, my friends? In SAP BOBI, the designer tools facilitates designing the query using graphical user interface environment. Okay. Now, the next tool is crystal reports. In which scenarios the client required the crystal reports? Crystal reports. Whenever the client required highly formatted reports. I will explain what is a highly formatted report. Access and transform the corporate data into highly formatted reports for greater insight. Whenever the client requires highly formatted reports, recommended reporting tool is crystal reports. Crystal report is also a designer tool. So we have to design the query first. So these are enterprise edition given by SAP in BA 4.0. Crystal report for enterprise. This is a new tool given by SAP in BA 4.0, apart from Crystal Reports 2011. But in this course, we'll be covering Crystal Reports for enterprise. And I will show you Crystal Reports for 2011 also. Okay. Now I'm selecting the universe or any source supported by this one. See here also query panel. We have to design the query first. Again, we can have design window. You can go to the design. You can apply all your formatting options. See, these are design window. So we have report header. So we can format, we can design as per your requirements. So this is also a designer tool. But in which scenarios you'll use for crystal reports? For highly formatted reports. Now we have dashboard design 4.0. Visualizing the data for decision making. Whenever the client required the data to be exposed for other parties, like to the potential customers, the people who wants to invest their business. Most of the times, whenever we are exporting the data to outside parties, enterprise data, they require reports on visualization. Not only for outside parties. So internal business users also, in some specific scenarios, they require the reports with visualization. Reports with visualization is nothing but a dashboard report. If you know only dashboard design also, there are so many contracts. What is a dashboard report? Reports with complete visualization. So whenever the client required dashboard reports, we'll use a tool called Dashboard Design 4.0. This is also a designer tool. See, this is a dashboard report. So in order to generate this dashboard report, again we have to design this dashboard report first. See, so how to design? You have to use drag and drop the components. There is a significant designing process involved. So you have to set the properties. So this tool also provides an interface to design your dashboard report as per your requirements. So these also be considered as a designer tool. But the name of the tool in XI 3.1 is ERPElegance. The name of the tool in XI 3.1 is ERPElegance. But now in BA 4.0, the nomenclature has been changed as a Dashboard Design 4.0. See, Business Object ERPElegance platform, SAP Business Object Dashboard Design tool. So in BA XI 3.1 we have Crystal Reports 2011. In BA 4.0 we have Crystal Reports 2011 plus the new tool introduced by SAP, Crystal Reports for Enterprise. Now other two tools are Business Object Explorer to find out immediate answers to the business questions. It's like a Google search engine. So we'll be covering this complete tool. This tool is very high in demand. So we'll use this tool with SAP HANA also. And I will show you how to connect to SAP HANA using this tool. And we will design the information spaces for COPA scenarios, for other scenarios using this tool. So like it's a search engine. Can you guys see here? Suppose if you required, the business user required some information like what are the sales in different locations for e-fashion stores. Okay, for e-fashion, they can type the information just using keywords. How we are using the Google keywords, we can search. So the search will be performed in a information spaces. So why this tool is also a designer tool is, as a business objects consultant, we have to create the information spaces. So information spaces can be created on top of HANA. This tool can directly connect to SAP HANA. UNX universes, we have different options. We'll see all these options. Then business objects overlap analysis. In business objects overlap analysis, we have analysis edition for overlap, business objects analysis, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint. So using these tools, we can connect to SAP BW, we can connect to SAP HANA, we can connect to other WALAP application. Only this tool is capable, ad hoc reporting tool, connecting to only WALAP application for generating the reports, for trend analysis, for forecasting, for different types of, on top of historical data, for trend analysis, for forecasting. So these are the 5 main designer tools given by SAP in BA 4.0. But in BA 4.1, there are some new tools introduced by SAP, which is also a designer tools. First designer tool is Business Object Design Studio. So what is Business Object Design Studio is? Business Object Design Studio is a tool to design BI mobile applications. BI mobile applications. So whatever the BI mobile applications we can design, like analytical application, dashboard reports, using this tool, we can publish them to handheld devices such as iPhones, iPads, desktop browsers. So this tool is very high in demand. So SAP Business Object Design Studio enables application designer to create analysis applications and dashboards for browsers and mobile devices on top of BW and SAP HANA. So you can select your mobile application, mobile device. So there are so many predefined templates. You can select these type of predefined templates also. Then as of now it supports only 2 source systems. One is SAP BW, second one is SAP HANA. See backend connections, SAP HANA and SAP BW. I will show you using both the source system how to generate the mobile applications. So how it generate the QR code, all these things. So this is also a designer tool, but what is the purpose of this tool? Complete for BI mobile. Then SAP Lumira. It's an ad hoc client tool for ad hoc analysis, ad hoc visualizations. Okay, predictive analysis. It's a data mining tool on top of HANA. Like this, some new designer tools have been introduced by SAP in BA 4.1. Now, if you come back to our diagram, now we have like Web Intelligence is a designer tool. Web Intelligence is also a business user tool. The reason is why we'll use the business Web Intelligence. We'll use the Web Intelligence for ad hoc reporting. If the proper training is provided for the business user, it's not a rocket science. See, the business users can also use the Web Intelligence. See how simply I generated this ad hoc report. I selected the source. Then I drag and drop the objects. Not very complex reports, simple ad hoc reports. So other data business user tools are, so we have Webby Rich Client, Live Office. Okay, if you need our reports like Webby reports, Crystal reports in Live Office, we'll be covering the Live Office complete reporting, integration in the MS Office products, because most of the business users are comfortable using MS Office products. Then Voyager Workspace, the new name given by Voyager Workspace is Business Objects Analysis Edition for Overlap. This tool will be covering. This is also a business user tool as well as a designer tool. Okay, Dashboard Builder, the name of the tool has been changed as a BA Workspace. So all the business user tools will be covered. See, Dashboard Builder is a BA Workspace. Now we'll be covering all the designer tools. Data Manager tools. What are the Data Manager tools? The Data Manager tools are the tools we'll use to design the universes, the semantic layer. So the tools which are available in BA 4.0 to design the Data Manager tools are to design the universe, the main tools, UDT and IDT, Information Design Tool and Universe Designer Tool. But among these tools, the main tool is Information Design Tool, and we'll be covering UDT as well as upgradation process. Now you can see the administrator tools. In administrator tools, we'll be covering very few administrator tools, because in business objects we have business object developer course, business objects administrator course. So this is not an administrator course. So though it's not an administrator course, we'll be covering some administrator tools like LCM for transporting the objects, CMC, the complete overview of the CMC. Okay, import wizard. Anyhow, import wizard is obsolete. LCM, like this, we'll cover some administrator tools. Now, if you look at what's new in BA 4.0, in the latest BA 4.0, many changes have been made to the existing tools and few new tools have been introduced. Like, what are the new tools that are introduced? Information Design Tool, Crystal Reports for Enterprise, okay, Business Objects Analysis Edition for Overlap, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint. And apart from this, SAP has given tighter integration with different non-SAP products such as Tivoli is one of the data management tool for backup and recovery, IBM tool. Then SAP Solution Manager, tighter integration with Solution Manager, and integration with SharePoint portal, Microsoft SharePoint portal. So all these are the new options. So not only SAP introduced the new tools, for every tool SAP did so many enhancements, like in dashboard design, in web intelligence, in Crystal Reports for Enterprise, in every existing tools also in XI 3.1. Okay, there are so many enhancements to existing tools. So there are three tools which are obsolete in BA 4.0 when comparing with XI 3.1. Those tools are Import Wizard, Desky, Desktop Intelligence. See, we have one Desktop Intelligence, which is a designer tool. We don't have Desky anymore in BA 4.0. Okay, and Import Wizard. Suppose a client is upgrading their XI 3.1 to BA 4.0. In order to upgrade, we'll use a tool called Upgrade Manager tool. So I will be covering this tool also, because I will be showing the upgradation process also. This is Upgrade Manager tool. So whenever we are migrating, we are upgrading XI 3.1 to BA 4.0, there are some content cannot be upgraded by Upgrade Manager. Suppose in XI 3.1, I have some Desky documents, but we don't have Desky anymore in BA 4.0 because Desky is obsolete. So some content desktop, okay, Upgrade Manager tool cannot upgrade. So whatever the content that cannot be upgraded by the Upgrade Manager tool, before start upgrading, we have to find out a way how we can convert that document in appropriate format in BA 4.0. For example, before start upgrading in XI 3.1, which is existing deployment, we can convert Desky to Webby by using a report conversion tool before start running upgrade manager tool. So all these concepts I will explain in upgradation process. So what are the challenges? So if you look at our one of the BA tool is report conversion tool. So the purpose of report conversion tool is you can convert using a report conversion tool DESKey document to WebI documents before start running upgrade manager tool. Because there is some BA content cannot be upgrade manager cannot upgrade. So in that case, we have to find out a way before start upgrading, converting that document to appropriate format. So this is a brief product overview of SAP BOBI 4.0 and 4.1, my friends. Now it's your turn. So if you guys have any questions, please raise your hand so that I can unmute. We can discuss your question further. And who can do this business objects course? What are the prerequisites? Well, coming to the prerequisite, if you are a BW consultant, you want to upgrade to SAP BOBI for better billing, because as of now the clients who are using BW, most of the clients are migrating towards the BOBI because SAP has given time deadline for BEX. Okay, after some time maybe the BEX is obsolete. Now you are a BOBI consultant working with non-SAP source systems, but you want to upgrade yourself to SAP source system like BW and SAP HANA. So you are working with Cognos, other non-SAP data warehousing tools. You want to switch to SAP BI, SAP BOBI, because for better billing, for better career prospects. You are a university passed out student, so you want to start your career in SAP BOBI as a reporting consultant. So BOBI is a very good reporting tool to start your career. At the same time, you are a business analyst, so you want to work as a SAP BOBI and business analyst. You want to work as a SAP BOBI subject matter expert, so you can also learn this course. So you are a IT consultant working in other technologies like programming, testing. You are done with the programming, you don't want to do programming anymore. You want to switch to the data warehousing. You want more to be on functional side. In that case, if you want to start a career in reporting side, the best thing to start is SAP Business Object, because in reporting, almost 65 to 70% of reporting market is captured by business objects. So SAP Business Object is having very strong hold on reporting market. So as I explained, almost 50,000 companies, 50,000 plus companies are using business objects with non-SAP source systems. And the clients who are using SAP BW, they are migrating towards the business objects. All the new projects on HANA, only certified reporting tools are SAP BOBI. Like this, the market is keep growing, and it's going to be very good in this fiscal year, because almost $24 billion of big data projects are starting on top of using Hadoop, okay, using HANA, on top of HANA, okay. Even the client is using Hadoop, sometimes they require the data to be loaded to HANA for the reporting purpose, and on top of SAP HANA, only certified reporting tools are SAP BOBI. So not only in SAP source system, in non-SAP source system also, business objects has captured, okay, very good percentage of market, like 65 to 70% in North America, in Europe, in Asia Pacific, and other testing consultants. If you are working in any other IT areas and you want to upgrade yourself to business intelligence for reporting tools, then business object is a good reporting tool. Start your career. And you are a university passed out student, so you don't have much IT experience, but you want to start career in IT. Then only the prerequisite you require to learn this course is SAP, some basics of SQL, basics of RDBMS. Even we'll give some of the links. You can go through those links. You can do the self-study before enrolling for this course. In fact, if you have 3-4 consultants who are new, okay, the people who are new, they don't have much IT background. So without including in regular session, I can take one session, okay, 1 or 2 sessions to explain the basics of RDBMS, basics of SQL before starting the course. I can do that one also, okay. And so these are the various career prospects and who can enroll for this course. If you are working in BW, you can BW with BOBI is very good combination, because all the clients from BEX, they are migrating towards the business subjects. Now you are working as HANA modeler, you want more reporting side of HANA, you can enroll for this course. You are working in other data warehousing tools, Cognos, MicroStrategy. For better billing, for better career prospects, you can switch to SAP BOPI. If you have any plans to switch, okay, university passed out students and the people who wants to start their career in SAP BOPI, reporting consultants. So all these people are target audience for this course. Yes. So if you guys have any questions, please raise your hand. Before winding up the session, we can discuss your questions for more detail. Ganesh, Hari, Irfan, Srini, Thomas, Chidam. Yes. Yes, Ami. Yes, Ami, you raised your hand.
Can we get the recording for this session?
Yes. So once we are done with the session, okay, we have the blog concept. We'll post the corresponding assignments in the blog, as well as we will post the recordings also. Once we are done with the class, every class will be recorded. Every session.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Once we are done with the session will be posted in the blog. Okay. From that blog, you can view the complete recording, and if you are doing the hands-on, you stuck up somewhere. Okay. You can go back to the recording. You can watch the recording. Still, if you have any questions, you can post your question in the blog. Once you posted the question in the blog, automatically, okay, I will get an email notification saying that a question has been posted in the blog. Then I will reply to your question. Still, if you have any questions, you can join 5-10 minutes before the session, or you can stay after the session. I will take control of your screen using the GoToMeeting. I will explain what you are doing. Okay, what is where you struck up. I can clearly explain what you are doing and what type of assistance you require. Yes, to answer your question, all the sessions will be recorded, and you will be provided these recorded sessions so that you can view those sessions a number of times. Yeah, any other questions, folks? Any other questions before winding up the session? So if you guys require any career guidance, okay, if you are new to business objects, if you are new to SAP area, okay, you are working in other IT areas, if you require any career guidance, please call Ravi. He will arrange a conference call with me for one-on-one basis. I will explain very clearly. Okay, I can do your complete counseling, career counseling, okay, where you can fit in SAP area. Well, server access, I guess 3 months, okay, that is the time, I guess. Ravi, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Right, Ravi? 3 months, right? Yeah, 3 months, I guess. Then also it's extendable with a minimum fees. Any other questions, folks? So complete integration will be provided once, okay, you connected to the remote desktop, RDP. So here we have HANA integration, okay, BW integration, complete integration with BOBJ 4.1, the latest tools. Complete tools with SAP source system as well as non-SAP source systems. Complete integration with SAP as well as non-SAP. So in SAP, the integration is there with the BW, HANA, SAP ECC. In non-SAP, we can use SQL Server, Oracle, okay, other databases also. Yes, any other questions? Eric, Ganesh, Hari, Chidam, Aisha. Srini, Irfan, Eric, Elm Kumar. Any questions? Well, the first class will be tomorrow, I guess, okay. Okay, we have all your email address, and we'll inform you right after this class. Right after this session, we'll send you an email. Well, the course fees and other things you can talk directly to Ravi. Mr. Ravi, he's a course coordinator. Okay, and well, he will provide also the plan for payments. Okay, so if you have any technical questions related to a course, okay, any other things, you can go ahead and ask me. If you have any other questions related to fees, payment of the fees, okay, Ravi is the right person to provide answers for these questions. So much of hands-on, Eric, so much of hands-on. So this course covers all real-time business scenarios, COPA. Okay, we'll do a lot of hands-on every class. Okay, once I explain the theoretical part, right away we will implement the scenario in the tools. Okay, business scenario discussion, theory discussion, then implementation, then case studies, then assignments. Again, after completing one tool, you have to work on end-to-end scenarios. And after this, if you want to work on some real-time projects, also implemented projects, I will give you the case studies, blueprints, and you can simulate some test data. Then you can start working on those type of reports. In your resume, you can show those reports only. I worked on these reports. These are the challenges I come across. This is the way how I resolve the tickets. Okay, these are the way how I worked on this concept information design tool. These are the way how I resolve this loop. These are the way how I troubleshoot this problem. No, you don't have to install the tools on your computer, because here we need these tools along with so much of integration. Providing everything on your computer is not possible for us. So you will be connecting to the remote desktop. What is remote desktop is? Like in projects, how we'll connect to the remote desktop? Using the VPN, virtual private network. We don't have any VPN. So you will be provided the computer name, and you will be having one dedicated user ID. Once you log in to the remote desktop, so all the tools are installed with all the integration, so that you can practice as long as you want. The servers will be up and running. The sandbox, these are the sandboxes, will be up and running 24/7. Yeah, any other questions, folks, before winding up the session? Well, if you guys don't have any questions, okay, thank you very much for attending this session. I appreciate everyone's time. Okay, have a good night, folks. Still one more time, if you have any questions, please call Ravi, and if you want to talk one-on-one basis with me, he can arrange a conference call so that you can ask any type of questions related to career prospect, billing, as well as career counseling. The sequence, yes, very good question. The sequence of the courses, if you look at this, if you look at this presentation, before start report development, this is SAP BOBJ project. A client is implementing SAP BOBJ project. So before start report development, web intelligence, dashboard reports, explorer and all, first we have to design the universe, semantic layer. After designing the semantic layer, once the semantic layer is in place, then only we'll start report development. That is the reason. This is the sequence we'll follow. If you look at the sequence, after introduction to BOBJ architecture, we'll start. The tools we'll use to design the semantic layer. We'll take one database, we'll take a business scenario. For that business scenario, we'll design the semantic layer using UDT, IDT, and including the upgradation using the universe conversion. So once we have, once you know how to design the universes, okay, then using those universes, we'll start report development. Report development using web intelligence, report development using crystal reports, report development using dashboard design, business objects analysis, business objects explorer. Because until unless if the universe is not ready, you can start report development. So we have to make sure the universe is ready before start report development, provided if a universe is required on the top of the source. So that is the reason. First we will start with universe development using information design tool as well as UDT. So once we are done with this, yes, 15 hours. 15 hours. Okay, it can go up to 16, 17. Okay, it depends. Okay. So my plan hours are 15, but the actual hours sometimes, so I am teaching some complex scenarios, some new scenarios. Every batch I will introduce some new scenarios. So in that case, it can go up to, the actual hours can be 17, 18 also, but the plan hours are 15. Yes. Very good. Yes. So we'll discuss, okay, how to design the universe, backend data, how to design the universe on the top of source, what is the requirement, what is the purpose of a universe and all. Yeah, Eric, as I told you regarding the fees, payment options, the right person is Ravi to answer all these questions. I'm not the right person. Okay. So if you have any questions related to technical questions, any questions related to career prospects, you can please go ahead and ask me. Yes, you are right, Aisha. Universe is provide the backend data logic needed for the reporting tools. Based on backend data, so we'll design the schemas, we'll design a layer how we need as per the reporting requirements. That is the reason these are called data manager tools. Why we name this universe designer tool as a data manager tool? On top of a source system, we'll design a layer by considering our reporting requirements. That is the reason we are managing the data, how we need the data and the reporting in this tool. We are designing a schema, we are designing the layer as per our data management requirements in the reporting, as per the reporting requirements. That is the reason that the tools we'll use to design the universe, also known as data manager tools. Well, so I guess any other questions, folks? So thank you very much. Again, once again, I will appreciate everyone's time. Yes, Kumar. SLM Kumar. You raised your hand.
Oh no, nothing, sorry.
No problem. Okay. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, folks. Okay.
The organizer has ended the session.